Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into some seriously creepy stuff. We're talking about the unexplained, the mysterious, the downright terrifying. If you're a fan of the strange and unusual, you've come to the right place. We're going on a wild ride through 10 random scary facts that will keep you on the edge of your seat. From unsolved murders to haunted houses and mysterious disappearances, we've got it all covered. So buckle up, turn down the lights, and get ready to be amazed. And hey, if you dare, stick around till the end and let me know in the comments which fact you found the creepiest. Let's get started.
Our first stop takes us to the icy wilderness of the Ural Mountains in Russia. It's 1959, the dead of winter, and a group of 9 experienced hikers are on an adventure. They're young, they're fit, and they're ready to conquer the mountain. This group, led by Igor Dyatlov, was well equipped and familiar with the harsh conditions. They were documenting their journey, and everything seemed to be going smoothly. Until it wasn't. Days turn into weeks, and there's no sign of the hikers. Search parties are sent out, and what they find sends chills down their spines. The hikers' tent is discovered ripped open from the inside, their belongings scattered. But where are the hikers? As the search continues, a gruesome discovery unfolds. The bodies of the hikers are found scattered around the area, some partially clothed, some with strange injuries. Some had major internal injuries, but no corresponding external wounds. One hiker was even missing her tongue. What could have caused such bizarre and horrific injuries? Theories range from avalanches to military experiments, even paranormal encounters. But to this day, the Dyatlov Pass incident remains one of history's most baffling unsolved mysteries. What do you guys think happened on that mountain? Let me know your theories in the comments.
Our next story takes us to 1947 Los Angeles, where the sun shines bright and dreams are made, or shattered. This is the story of Elizabeth Short, a young woman with Hollywood aspirations who became forever known as the Black Dahlia. On January 15th, Elizabeth Short's lifeless body was discovered in a vacant lot. But this was no ordinary crime scene. Her body was posed, severed at the waist and drained of blood. Her face was mutilated in a grotesque grin. The brutality of the murder shocked even the most hardened detectives. Who could have committed such a horrific act, and why? The city held its breath, a chill settling over the City of Angels. The investigation into Elizabeth Short's murder became one of the largest in Los Angeles history. The press had a field day, sensationalizing the case and dubbing Elizabeth the Black Dahlia due to her rumored fondness for black clothing. Despite numerous leads and suspects, the case went cold. The killer was never found, and the Black Dahlia case remains one of the most infamous unsolved murders in American history. Was it a spurned lover? A jealous acquaintance? A cold-blooded serial killer? The mystery lingers, leaving us to wonder what really happened to Elizabeth Short. The Black Dahlia story is a chilling reminder of the dark side of Hollywood, a place where beauty and brutality could collide in the most horrific ways. Stay tuned, because up next we have the Hinterkaifeck murders, a terrifying tale from Germany that will leave you sleeping with the lights on.
Picture this: Bavaria, Germany, 1922. We're talking over 100 years ago. A family of 6 living on a small farmstead called Hinterkaifeck. Seems normal, right? Well, hold on, because things are about to get seriously creepy. One day, the entire family just vanishes. Poof! Gone without a trace. Neighbors start thinking something's up, like, where did these people go? So they finally decide to check out the farm, and that's when they stumble upon a scene straight out of a horror movie. All 6 family members, including the children, are found dead in the barn. Brutal, right? But here's the truly messed up part. The killer stayed at the farm for days after the murders. Can you imagine? They fed the cattle, ate the family's food, even used their firewood. It's like they just moved in after committing this horrific crime. Over 100 years later, and the case still hasn't been solved. The Hinterkaifeck murders remain one of the most chilling, unsolved mysteries in history. Who was this killer and why did they do it? Let me know down in the comments what you guys think went down. Okay, get this. Days before the murders, the family's maid quit, claiming the farm was haunted. She even said she kept hearing footsteps and voices when no one was around. Coincidence? I don't know, man. Sounds pretty suspicious to me. And if that wasn't creepy enough, a few months before the murders, the previous farmer found a strange set of footprints in the snow leading into the farm, but none leading out. It's like someone just walked onto the property and disappeared into thin air. My spine is tingling just thinking about it. Theories about the killer's identity range from a jealous neighbor to a scorned lover, but with so little evidence, it's impossible to know for sure. Some even believe the murders were the work of a drifter or a serial killer passing through the area. The Hinterkaifeck murders serve as a chilling reminder that some mysteries may never be solved. It's a story that continues to haunt the small village of Hinterkaifeck and capture the imaginations of true crime enthusiasts around the world. What do you think happened? Drop your theories in the comments.
Alright guys, buckle up because this next story is straight out of a pirate legend. It's the tale of the Mary Celeste, a merchant ship found drifting aimlessly in 1872. But here's the catch. The ship was completely empty. Imagine coming across a perfectly good ship just floating there, but no one at the helm. It's like something out of Pirates of the Caribbean, except way creepier. The crew of the DEI Gracia boarded her to investigate, and what they discovered was truly bizarre. The ship's cargo was untouched. The crew's belongings were still in their quarters. It was as if the crew had just vanished into thin air. What happened to them? These are the questions that have haunted maritime historians for over a century. Was it pirates, a mutiny, or something more sinister? Stick around because this story is about to get really interesting. Let's talk theories. Some say a sea monster attacked the Mary Celeste, dragging the crew into the watery depths. Others believe a rogue wave swept them overboard, leaving the ship to drift aimlessly. But honestly, those theories seem a little too Pirates of the Caribbean for me. A more plausible explanation is that the crew encountered some kind of natural phenomenon, like a waterspout or a sudden violent storm that forced them to abandon ship. But even then, why leave all their belongings and the cargo behind? It just doesn't add up. Some experts believe the answer might lie in the cargo itself. The Mary Celeste was carrying barrels of industrial alcohol which could have leaked, creating a buildup of flammable fumes. Perhaps the crew feared an explosion and decided to abandon ship in a lifeboat, hoping to reach land or flag down help. But sadly, the lifeboat was missing, and the fate of the Mary Celeste's crew remains a mystery to this day. The Mary Celeste stands as a haunting reminder of the power of the sea and the mysteries that still lie hidden beneath its waves. What do you guys think really happened?
Alright guys, get ready to enter a world of bizarre architecture and spooky tales as we explore the Winchester Mystery House in San Jose, California. This place is like a real-life haunted mansion, with secret passageways, staircases that lead to nowhere, and doors that open into walls. Sarah Winchester, heiress to the Winchester rifle fortune, believed she was cursed by spirits of those killed by their rifles. A medium told her to continuously build onto her home to confuse the spirits. For 38 years, construction never stopped. The result is a 160-room mansion with doors to nowhere and windows overlooking other rooms. Over the years, visitors and caretakers of the Winchester Mystery House have reported countless strange and unexplained phenomena. Footsteps echoing through the empty halls, doors slamming shut on their own, and even glimpses of shadowy figures lurking in the corners. It's enough to make your hair stand on end. One of the most haunted areas of the house is said to be Sarah Winchester's seance room, where she would attempt to communicate with the spirits. People claim to have felt cold spots, heard whispers, and even seen objects move on their own in this room. Some say it's a portal to the other side, but whether you believe in ghosts or not, there's no denying the strange and eerie atmosphere of the Winchester Mystery House. It's a place where the line between reality and the supernatural blurs, and where the echoes of a tragic past still linger in the air. What do you think? Would you spend the night here?
Yo, what's up everybody, Mr. Beast here, and welcome back to my channel for 10 random scary facts you won't believe. Let's talk about the Bermuda Triangle. You know that mysterious patch of ocean where ships and planes vanish without a trace? It's located between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, and it's a creepy place, man. This place has been freaking people out for centuries, with tales of ships found totally abandoned, like something out of a horror movie. Imagine, you're sailing along, the sun is shining, and then, bam! Your compass goes haywire, the sky turns dark, and your ship is suddenly surrounded by a thick fog. The next thing you know, you're lost, alone, and wondering if you'll ever see land again. People have blamed these disappearances on everything from underwater methane explosions to giant sea monsters. Some even say it's aliens, man. But honestly, nobody knows for sure what's really going on down there in the Bermuda Triangle. It's one of the biggest mysteries of the ocean, and that's what makes it so fascinating and terrifying at the same time. One of the most famous disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle is the case of Flight 19. In 1945, 5 Navy Avenger torpedo bombers took off from Fort Lauderdale, Florida on a routine training mission. They never returned to base. The last communication from the flight leader was a chilling message. "We seem to be off course. Everything looks strange. Even the ocean." Then silence. It's like they flew into thin air, man. A massive search and rescue operation was launched, but no trace of the planes or the 14 men on board was ever found. It's like the Bermuda Triangle just swallowed them whole. The mystery of Flight 19 remains unsolved to this day, fueling the legend of the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle is a scary reminder that there are still places on this planet that we don't fully understand. It's a place where the laws of nature seem to bend and break, and where anything is possible.
Next up, we're heading to Point Pleasant, West Virginia to talk about the Mothman, a creature that's as creepy as it is mysterious. This ain't your average moth, guys. Imagine a 7-foot-tall humanoid figure with glowing red eyes and massive wings like a moth. Witnesses say it makes a chilling screeching sound that can send shivers down your spine. The first reported sighting of the Mothman was in 1966, and for over a year, this terrifying creature terrorized the town of Point Pleasant. People claim to have seen it lurking in the shadows, peering into windows, and even chasing cars down the highway. The legend of the Mothman really took off after the collapse of the Silver Bridge in 1967, which killed 46 people. Some believe the Mothman was a harbinger of doom, a warning sign that something terrible was about to happen. The Silver Bridge was a suspension bridge that connected Point Pleasant, West Virginia to Gallipolis, Ohio. On December 15, 1967, during rush hour, the bridge suddenly collapsed, sending cars and people plummeting into the icy waters of the Ohio River. It was a horrific tragedy that shocked the nation. What's even creepier is that many people reported seeing the Mothman in the days and weeks leading up to the collapse. Some witnesses even claimed that the creature was perched on the bridge itself just moments before it gave way. Coincidence? Maybe, but the timing is definitely eerie. The legend of the Mothman continues to this day, with some believing that it's a real creature while others dismiss it as mass hysteria. But one thing's for sure, the story of the Mothman and the Silver Bridge is a chilling reminder that sometimes truth is stranger than fiction.
Get ready for this one, because it's a wild ride. We're diving into the story of the Bell Witch, one of the most famous and terrifying hauntings in American history. This story takes place in the early 1800s in Adams, Tennessee, where the Bell family lived on a farm that was said to be cursed. It all started with strange noises at night, like knocking on the walls and chains dragging across the floor. But things escalated quickly, man. The entity haunting the Bell family was no ordinary ghost. It was an intelligent and malevolent spirit that tormented the family for years. It would throw things, pull hair, and even speak out loud, threatening and harassing the family. The spirit seemed to have a particular hatred for John Bell, the patriarch of the family. The Bell family tried everything to get rid of the witch, but nothing worked. They brought in preachers to bless the house, But the spirit just laughed at their attempts. The witch, which the family called Kate, seemed to enjoy tormenting them. It would play pranks, like hiding keys and making noises to scare the children. But its most sinister act was yet to come. One day, John Bell became seriously ill. As he lay dying, the witch reportedly taunted him, claiming responsibility for his illness. After John's death, the witch's reign of terror finally came to an end. Some say the witch was the spirit of a woman named Kate Batts, who believed John Bell had cheated her in a land deal. Whether it was a vengeful spirit or something else entirely, the story of the Bell Witch is one of the most chilling and well-documented hauntings in history.
Alright guys, buckle up for number 9 because this one's seriously creepy. We're talking about the Dybbuk box, and no, it's not some new subscription service. This thing is a vintage wine cabinet, but it's not storing Merlot. It's said to be home to a Dybbuk, which is basically a malicious spirit in Jewish folklore. Legend has it that this box was owned by a Holocaust survivor, and before she passed away, she pleaded with her family to never open it, claiming it housed something evil. Naturally, curiosity got the best of them, and boom, bad things started happening. We're talking about strange smells, nightmares, people getting sick, you name it. The box has changed hands a few times, and each owner has reported similar experiences. Some say they felt an evil presence, while others claim to have seen shadowy figures lurking around the box. The current owner even keeps the box in a special container, too scared to even touch it. Could it be the power of suggestion, or is there something truly sinister lurking inside the Dybbuk box? Let me know what you guys think in the comments because this one's got me seriously creeped out. Now I know what you're thinking. Mr. Beast, it's just a box. How could it be haunted? But hear me out. Some people believe the Dybbuk box is cursed. They say that the Dybbuk inside feeds off negative energy, and the more fear and anxiety it senses, the stronger it gets. There have been reports of people experiencing extreme anxiety, vivid nightmares, and even physical ailments after coming into contact with the box or even just being near it. Some people even claim to have seen the box move on its own or heard whispers coming from it. The Dybbuk box has become a bit of an internet legend, with countless stories, articles, and even a horror movie inspired by it. People have tried to debunk the curse, attributing the strange occurrences to coincidence or the power of suggestion, but the eerie tales persist. So, is the Dybbuk box truly haunted, or is it all just a bunch of spooky stories? I'll let you be the judge. But one thing's for sure, this creepy cabinet is enough to give anyone nightmares.
Get ready for the final terrifying tale, the Amityville Horror. This seemingly ordinary house in Long Island, New York, hides a dark past. In 1974, the Lutz family moved in, unaware of the gruesome murders a year prior. Ronald DeFeo Jr. had killed 6 family members in that house. The Lutz family thought they found their dream home, but it became a nightmare. They experienced cold spots, foul odors, and strange noises. The children saw red eyes and felt unseen hands. George Lutz woke up at 3:15 a.m., the time of the DeFeo murders. These terrifying events continued to escalate over the 28 days the Lutz family spent in the house. Kathy Lutz, the mother, started having vivid nightmares about the murders, and the children's behavior became increasingly erratic. They spoke of imaginary friends, one being a demonic pig-like creature named Jody. One of the most chilling details is Kathy's claim of finding a small hidden room in the house painted entirely red. This room, which she referred to as the Red Room, emanated an overwhelming sense of evil and seemed to be the epicenter of the paranormal activity. Driven to their wits' end by the relentless paranormal activity, the Lutz family fled their home, leaving behind all their belongings. Their terrifying tale became a media sensation, spawning books, movies, and countless debates about the authenticity of their claims. The Amityville Horror remains one of the most well-known and debated paranormal cases in history. Was it a genuine haunting by demonic forces, a clever hoax, or simply the result of a family's collective delusion fueled by the tragic events that preceded them? You decide.
And there you have it. Guys, 10 of the scariest and most unbelievable facts that'll keep you up at night. I hope you enjoyed this journey into the unknown. We dove deep into mysterious disappearances, unsolved murders, creepy creatures, and haunted objects. We've explored the dark side of history and the unexplained, leaving us with more questions than answers. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more creepy content, and let us know in the comments which fact scared you the most. See you next time.